Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is the second data type you learned.
Yes.
For rounding numbers, that is a complete number, we have integer. Otherwise it is float. Float is equal to decimal.
Understand.
Okay, good. Next, any other doubts you have?
No, sir. From yesterday's it's clear only, sir.
Okay, super. So we'll continue. I'll share my screen now.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll delete CLR, SCR, get CH. So as soon as you start a program, you give this in the
Okay.
main method, then you write the program. Okay. And always type F9 and see whether there is any error or not. After every 2 or 3 lines, if
Okay.
you are not sure what the like whether you're not sure whether you are going in right direction, always give F9. So
Okay.
that, let's say you are typing a big program. At the end of the program, if you compile, you'll if and there are like 20-30 errors, you'll get nervous, and you don't know where to debug, how to start. Instead of that, every line, if you type, if you give the compilation, you'll know that okay, this line there is an error, correct?
Okay.
That is an easy way to avoid mistakes at the end.
Okay.
Okay, now let's continue. So float, as you said, number one and number two,
Two.
and to store the result, I have three. I'm going to get C out, enter first number, and I'm going to store inside the variable number one, and C out, enter second number, and I'll store inside the variable number two, and my result, this is new for you, result equal to number one plus number two. This means we are adding these two and assigning it to a third variable.
Okay.
Like we got an apple, we are now cutting the apple and we are placing it in a plate. So the again there we need a plate to hold the cut apples, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are all variables. So we need a variable to store the addition of a number. Yesterday, what you did, we just printed out directly.
Direct.
See
Yes,
out
sir.
number one plus. Instead of this, we'll add it to a variable. This variable we'll print now. See out
Yes, sir.
result. Okay, there's an error. Illegal structure operation. It should be reverse. Yeah, I changed it. C in should be this side, and
Yeah.
C out should be the other side. Undefined symbol count. It is C out.
Uh,
Success. If I run it, enter the first number 2 and enter the second number 5. 5 plus 2, 7. It is printing. So far, you are clear, right? Any
yes.
questions you have, you can ask me. This is
No,
same as what we did. Okay, today we will
sir.
introduce
One
one.
doubt, sir.
Yeah,
So,
yes, please.
for example, now directly result is shown, sir, like 7.
Directly?
Result is shown like 7, sir. 5 plus 2, 7.
Yes.
Instead of that, result equal to 7, sir. How to do that, sir?
Here, after C out,
Okay, sir.
result is like this.
Okay.
Result
Okay.
is like.
Okay.
You can do it this way. There is one more way. Instead of writing in the same line, we can split. The result is one line. C out, result. This also will give the same output. Okay, what is the
So count
See
should.
out. Yeah. See out. 2 and 7. Same value it will give. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
This way you can add multiple. Uh, I'll add more here. Please check if you have the. Please check if I have calculated correctly. So here we are inserting dynamic value. These are all static value, right? Whatever you see in red is static.
Okay.
Whatever you give here, the program will give the same value when you run it. It will not change. If you give S, double S, the program will not detect that it is wrongly typed and it will not give you correct value. But
It will
these
give
are all
value.
dynamic value. Whatever is green, because these changes based on what we give as input.
Oh,
I give 3 and 8. See here, the middle value 11 is going to be dynamic, correct?
yes, sir.
So that is those are that is why that is called a variable. Variable means it will vary. The values will vary.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you got the different way of printing, right?
Yes, sir.
You can just append this double angle bracket as many times you want. It is not that only one you have to go. Again, I'll show one more. Here also you can add one more and tell a result. Or we can do like this. I'll show you one more way. Okay. So number one, what you entered, I'll print the number one.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then number two, what you entered, I'll print number two. Then addition. What is the value? Result. Success. If I run two and three.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Now
So, but
these are all printing in single line. We want it to be in the next line. That will be looking beautiful, right? Number one. After that, number two should come in the next line.
yes, sir.
Okay. So what people might think, uh, one way of doing this is see out number one, number one, see out number two, number two. You're following, right? Anywhere if you don't follow, please stop me and
Okay.
ask me. Okay.
Okay.
So two and three, but still it is not coming in the second line. I
Yeah.
Even though I gave in two lines, it is still coming in the first line, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because uh, only for a human it is next line. For a program, it is not. It is
Yes.
not a next line. So for that, one simple thing you have to put it inside as slash n, small n.
Okay.
This will not be printed in the screen. Instead, when a program sees this, it will move to the next line. What this means is new line.
Okay.
The slash is called a new line.
So we should enter that n in brackets, so that double colon inside the double
It
colon.
should be inside the double quotes only.
Okay.
If you give it outside, it will throw error.
Okay.
Illegal character.
Okay.
It is designed only to be given inside the double quotes because it is the use of this is only when we display the value, not for program.
Okay.
Now I give 2 and 3. You see here number 1 is there. When
Number
number 2 is starting, it is going to a new line.
two line.
And I gave a space. That is why if you see there is a space before n.
Oh, yes, sir.
Otherwise, both the n should be in same line, right? So if I delete this space and rerun, it is in the same line. Now addition should come below.
Uh,
For that, before a, I'll give
new
next
line.
line, new line. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 3 and 5.
The result is addition is going 88. So two times result is there.
Yeah. Second time I'm printing bottom, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is printing, and this is not in new line. So it is continuously
Mm.
printing along with the previous line.
Okay.
If I give here new line, first result will be printed. That is over. Now again the next line is coming.
Okay.
Okay, what happened? I closed by mistake. Huh? Here it is. Okay, not here. I closed it, right?
No, no, it's that, sir, but result is going to backspace, sir. Result moved away from the actual program.
I didn't get you.
It's moved from the away, original program, sir.
Okay, okay.
The previous one, I think, sir.
I'll quit this. Yeah. No, that's also closed. No problem. Okay, you got this one, right?
Yes, sir.
You got the program. So I'll type your new. So what we saw so far, um, including include headers. What is that?
Yes.
Then we saw the main
And mhm.
program. Then get ch. What is the use of get ch?
CLR.
CLR SCR. We saw the data types. Data types as int and float.
What?
And now we saw new line. New
Yes, sir.
line printing. How to print in the new line.
All
How
right.
to concatenate and print, which means using multiple brackets, correct? Now, multiple uh, angle
Ah, yes, sir.
brackets. So first a
Okay.
dynamic value, then some string, again dynamic value string. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So this one we learned so far. Okay, what is that? Function statement missing. Okay, CLRSCR it is missing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, super. Now let me save this. Save. Invalid die. Okay, why invalid? Okay, save. Why do I have a multiple files? Okay, so now we will see uh, functions. We will see what is a function.
Okay.
There is something called as function. The analogy to understand this is, so we have brought the, we have not brought, we have bought the apple, correct?
Okay.
Now we have to, let's say we have bought the apple, okay, apple. Now we have to cut the apple.
Okay.
Where will you cut it? Usually we
And
take to kitchen.
oh, okay. Okay.
So all the works which are related to food, anything processing of the food, we usually do in the kitchen. Like sometimes if we have some leisure time and we want to spend, we'll sit in the hall and we speak and we'll cut it.
Yes.
Otherwise, all the cooking will happen in the kitchen, right? So if we see our life, every uh, specific function, this function is different from the technical function, or duty or work. These these are assigned or uh, dedicated few places, correct? So if you want to play, we play in kitchen, we go to ground,
Mhm.
or we go to our veranda, or sometimes like if we want to play chess, we go to hall. Like that, we have our own way of doing things wherever needed, correct?
Yes,
The
sir.
same way, not everything has to be done in main function. Not everything should be done in main function. Main function can do only, actually it is not that we should not do it, we can do it, but we will not do it. It is advisable not, even in the case we can play a football in our hall also, correct?
Yes, sir.
But we will not play. The reason is the ball might hit TV or any other um, objects whatever we have. So it is not that we cannot do it, we are not doing it, that's all. The same way, it is not that main program we should not write everything, we can write it, but the best programming practices we do not do it.
Yes.
Okay, so that is why the functions were introduced. So to do the business logic, in our case, the business logic what you wrote yesterday, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, these are all logics. So
Okay.
when a number is input, that has to be added and that has to be written. So to do that, we'll write a function. Okay, now we'll create a function as addition. And we are going to add two numbers. So int, the first number data type will be integer, number 1, and integer number 2. By the way, this has to be outside the main. That is what I said, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I have to write the function outside of the main method. So main method, I'll close it here. I have to give a return and I'll close it. Did I give a get ch?
No.
No, right? So I'll give it. Let me,
Hello, sir.
There is a noise in the background.
Right side, sir.
Sir, my voice.
No, sir. It's so clear only, sir.
So So I am declaring a function.
Okay, sir.
Function will have a name, and it will we are going to tell what I am expecting inside the function. Number two numbers and the data types of the number. And
Okay.
function is going to do it will add the numbers.
Sir, what's the section, sir?
What is not clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one second. I'll join from a different machine.
Okay, how is it now?
Better, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so we'll have a function name, and I am got the arguments. So this we call as arguments. The function is going to get two values, two integer values,
Okay.
and we are going to add the values number 1 plus number 2. Now these are the apples. Okay, we got two apples, we have cut it. Now we have to place it in a plate. So we'll have one result variable, result equal to. So we'll place inside a result, and we will return the result to the hall so that people can eat it. Return result. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now we'll see what are the errors. Function should return a value. Okay. Here I have this 0. Okay, there is no error so far. Now we'll call this function. I'll call the function if add addition of 2 comma 5, 2 comma 3. I'll call it. Okay, error. This error you note it down, you will frequently get it. This means you should be declaring the function at the top of the program. Only then the program will know that we are using function. The
Okay.
function addition should have a prototype, means you have to give the same function here. That I'm going to use addition number 1 comma int and number 2. There is a function, I am going to use it. Okay, that means I should be giving it 1 second. Copy, cut this, shift delete, shift insert, control insert and shift insert. Okay. Shift delete, shift insert. Okay. So we have to declare it outside the main that this is a main program which starts and which I'll delete these things. So I'll delete and I'll paste it at the end of the program. So that it doesn't block us. Okay. So the main program starts here with
Yes, sir.
the brace and it ends here. After this, the function starts and the function ends, right?
Okay.
So before the main program, we just have to declare the function, whatever we are going to use. We have to declare that I am going to use a function named addition function, and it is going to get two variables, two arguments, which is number one and number two, and the numbers are going to be integers, and that's all. This is called function prototyping.
Okay.
That is why when I didn't give this, you saw an error that the prototype must be declared. See, function addition should have a prototype. So just declaring whatever I am going to use is called function prototyping.
Okay.
These are all will come in your theory that we are seeing in the programs. Next, we have called addition 2 and 3. Okay. Whether this is going to give any output? No. Because there is no C out.
Yes.
So what we have to do? We have to, I'll declare one variable as addition add value, and I'll get back the value. So the function is returning me something here. Addition, inside the function, if you see, I have a return statement.
Okay.
And I am returning the result, number 1 plus number 2. I am collecting that result in the main program.
Okay.
This is, and here I will be C out. Add value. Let's see. Okay, success. 9, 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you try this now?
Okay. Sir, on those, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in before main function, you have written addition of int number one and int number two, sir.
Yes.
So it is necessary to write below also, sir, after the main function, addition of int number one and int number two. Two times of addition.
This one is with a semicolon.
Oh, okay.
This is not a semicolon. This is the actual declaration.
Okay.
This means, okay, what is function prototyping means? You will be getting two numbers as input, and I am going to use this function which is there in my file somewhere. So we are telling to C compiler that this has to be used. So get ready and read this function and keep it in your memory. In the main program, when we call this, only then the C compiler will know that we are having this. So what is your question? Should we give this or not, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If I don't give this, I will be getting an
Yeah.
error that the function is should have a prototype.
Okay.
Meaning you are using a function, but I don't know what the function is.
Okay. So what will happen will we took that addition int number one int number two, sir. After that main function below. What error will come, sir?
I didn't get you. What if I cut this and paste it below main?
No, sir. That below the main function, you have written addition int number one and int number two, sir.
Yes.
If you took that, what error will come, sir? If that
If,
function is
if I delete this,
answer.
if I delete this, the program will not be able to go inside the function. I will see. Undefined symbol addition. It
Okay.
cannot find out what that means. That is not a keyword.
Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Can you try this and tell me now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Got it. Hello, sir.
Yes, yes,
I got it, sir.
you got it. Okay, super.
Yes.
So, so the same way you can add multiple functions. One for addition, one for we'll add one for subtraction. Number one. If you want to subtract decimal values, then just we have to float here.
Okay.
Again, float result equal to number one minus number two, and I will return the result. So this is an addition. So we'll give here addition. Next line we will call subtraction. I can call here subtraction 1.2 comma 2.3.4. See here the second time I'm calling differently. Directly in the out I'm calling. Instead of,
Subtraction.
you saw this, right?
Yes, sir.
So these are all different ways. There's no hard and fast rule that once you know the basic concepts, you can play with it. However you want, you can play. Here it should not be 1.2, should be generic here.
Float number one.
Yeah, float, it can be N1, float N2. The reason I'm telling N1, N2 is I want you to understand that this declaration, whatever you are giving here, this variable name and the actual variable name need not be same.
Okay.
That is why here I gave num1. Here I'm using number one.
Number one.
If I give here num1 also, you will get it will stick to your mind that this
What
should
should be
always
same?
be same. It should not. It need not be same. Okay.
Okay.
Now it should look okay. It is working.
Yes, sir.
Now what has happened? F and save. Okay. Now writing these many functions. Let's say again we have to write one for multiplication, one for division. But these are not efficient one because we are writing again and again the same function, just changing this minus to plus.
Yes, sir.
Instead, we will write now one generic function adds maths operation. Math operation, and we will get float A is the number, float B is the second number. I will not use A, B, it should be number one, number two. Just naming standards so that we can understand it. Okay. Now, along with this, I want to get one more variable. By the way, I wanted to show you something before starting. Yesterday we were seeing on how to read the names, right?
Sir.
Math operation. Yesterday
Yes, sir.
we were working on how to read an input name. I'll string. We were
Yes,
checking
sir.
on how to string, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So it is we'll declare one variable as character
Okay.
and str. Now C in str, C out, welcome str. Let us see. Okay, what is declaration terminated correctly? Declaration terminated incorrectly.
So edit price.
So, yes, what is it?
File, sir. File and name. Include. Then.
No. Without that, it will work.
Okay.
Okay, something I have to use. I'll show it later. Okay. Okay, now we'll continue with this addition, like maths operation. So I've declared the function prototype here. Whatever function I'm going to use, and I'm creating the function. What is there? Undefined. Let's remove it for now. Okay. So far good. Now we will. What I want to do is instead of taking just two numbers, I'll add one more as action as character array action. What is okay? So it just I change this here. It should be. Let us see. Okay. So now I am taking one string, a character. Okay. What I need to do is instead of writing separate function, I will be passing here add, multiply, subtract, or divide. And then based on that, I am going to do here. So the let me see out first whatever is coming inside action. Now this should return a value. For now, I will write return 0. Num1 is never used. Num2 is never used. Yes, we will use it. No problem. Now I will delete these things. I don't want to use these. Again, these I don't want to use. We have the original program now. So inside the main, I am going to call math operation, and I'm going to pass 1.1 comma 2.2 comma add. Let us see. The constant was big. Okay, so I have to give us double quotes string. Extra parameter in call. Okay, because here also I have to give. In the function prototype, I have given only two parameters, but in the actual function, I am using three parameters.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now success. Okay, these are all okay. Now if I run, see the value I passed, the value ADD I am passing from the main program, from main function to this math operation. Inside the math operation, I will be getting these three values. I am just printing it inside the math operation. We didn't do anything special, just we are printing. I'll remove all these things. It is not in there. So our program will be very simple now. Just one, okay, I'll remove these function prototype also. We are not using this function anymore. Okay, so the function, the program is now very simple. We have two inputs and have one function prototype. That function is going to expect three variables, three input arguments, two float and one string. That is a character. In C++, we call character array. If you see the square bracket, that is array.
Okay.
Okay, now you have seen all the three brackets.
Yes, sir.
Flower bracket is used for a function, start of the function and end of the function. Parenthesis is used when declaring a function like main or math operation. Square bracket is used for arrays. We come detail on what is array. I'm not going into the array now. But all I want you to understand is we have a function with three variables, two float and one string. That's a character array. And from the main program, I am calling the function with the three values 1.1, 2.2, and at. I'll print all the three values, number one, number two, and action, just to ensure that we are getting all the three values. Okay, see out should be the other way. No, right? I did it correctly. See out num1. Declaration terminated incorrectly. Okay, okay. I should not give these things inside the program. Okay, it is working now. Okay, done. I got it. 1.2, 2.2, and ADD. Now you are going to learn one concept here. This action, correct? This action, this variable. What is the value we got now? We got it as ADD. This is what we passed from the previous line, correct?
Yes, sir.
The same way, I can pass here MUL, SUB, DIV. Now, based on whatever is coming, I want to do minus, plus, divide, or subtract. So we have something called as switch case. Okay. So the syntax for that is, just follow and see if you are understanding.
Okay.
Switch action, which means start checking this action and open and close brace. That's the syntax.
Okay.
So case add. If you see add as the value, then
Okay.
return no then result
Plus plus
equal to number one plus number two. And main thing in case is break. You have to break it. Otherwise, it will be running forever. Next case
subtract.
SUB.
So in case we should give case number one, case two, like that, or simple case is enough, sir.
I didn't get you.
Now we are going to add four cases, sir. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, sir.
Yes,
We are simply writing case and addition.
correct. Case
Uh,
case ADD means this ADD will be checked against the switch action value. So if the action is equal to ADD, it will go here. If
no,
the
sir.
action is SUB, it will go here.
That one is clear, sir. But we should write simply case or case one and
No,
case
no,
two.
no, not case one. No, in examples, when you see they have given case 1 to 3, you see the switch statement. That one will be coming as a parameter. That is why they would have given case 1.
Okay, now it's
Let's
clear.
here the result is. I'll show you number in case 1 to also, so
Okay.
you'll get it clear. Okay, let's have just these two. I'll just compile and see if there are any errors. Switch selection must be switch selection expression must be of integral type. Constant expression required. Undefined. Okay. Then okay, result I have to declare. First, let me declare the result as float. Result expression must be of integral type. Means when the C++ is allowing only integers. Okay, int character and enum. So we cannot have a string. We cannot have an array. we can have only one value. So we'll use here A for addition. A,
A double quotes.
no, character is single quote.
Okay.
More than one character means it's double quote. That's called character array.
Okay.
Result is assigned a value that is never used. Okay, what is this result? Okay, we will be returning the result. Instead of 0, we will return the result. Okay, what is max operation? Okay, we change to character from character array, right? So in the prototype also, I have to remove this. Okay. Cannot convert character to character. Here I cannot pass string. I should pass a success. Now let's run and see. All the three values have come. It will be, I don't need this now. After the result, I will be getting back here. So I have to catch it in a variable float. Result equal to this and see out the result. Success. 3. Why 3? Float, float. Result is a float. It should be 3.3, correct?
Yes, sir. 3.4.
Here I will print the result and see. See out. Number 1, number 2, result. New line. One point two, 2.2, so 3.4. That's correct
Yes,
only. So here it is calculating correct only result. But once it goes,
sir. The main.
once it goes there, it is getting converted as int. So here I'll see whether what is returning. See out before returning result. Before returning 3.4, it is correct only. So maths operation float. See out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the return type, this is called return type. So we tell that this function will return a float. Otherwise, by default, it's returning an integer. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
You're following, right?
No, sir. Clearly.
You can try it now. So maybe you'll get some doubt. So now this becomes an easy, right? Only one function is there. We just have to pass a, and if you want to do a subtraction, we just pass to, okay, here we'll have it as b, yes for subtraction. The same I'll copy. What is for copy? Control insert and shift insert. Okay. Control insert. shift insert. One more I want, shift insert. Okay. Now case subtract, case multiplication, it will be into case division.
So we
This
should put
will
double star, sir, for multiplication.
no, 1 star. My mistake I typed. Okay, success. If here did I change to? I'll change it to multiplication. It is 2.64. If I change to division, it is 0.54. Got it? Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Can you try it?
Yes, sir. I'll try.
Okay. So when we tell write a function, which means you have to write in the prototype before main function you have to write, and you have to write the function with a curly brace.
Okay.
Even in exams or in like practicals, when you write, just ensure that function should be written in two places. One is with semicolon, other is with a flower bracket. You add the multiplication and the division also in the case.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have also written right. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I didn't realize.
Sir, instead of switch cases, we can use if else, sir.
That is also there. Next, I'll show you that.
Okay.
The same logic can be achieved with if else also. The reason I took switch case first is people usually find switch case as tough.
Okay.
They ignore it. If is very easy. So once you read the tough one first, if you, I mean, yourself will understand if you look in Google. If A, then do this. Else if B, I mean, if else if yes, do this. Else if M, do this. Else if D, do this. That's all.
Okay.
It will be very easy.
Okay.
I'll go over else. I mean, if else also.
Okay.
But you try with switch case, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now the main function is very clean, just like 3 to 4 lines.
Yes, sir.
So you should always try to write it as a function. You should any small logic you have to write it as a function. In a real world scenario, we always write as function. Everything will be a function only. Nothing will be in the main program. It will actually be empty. Only one line will be there in the
Yes.
real world.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, error coming soon.
Yeah, please share your screen.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir.
Okay. Includes the second line you see.
Okay.
Go to error. What it is telling? Unknown preprocessor includes. Typo, right? Include.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Next, CLR SCR should have a prototype. Once you change it to include, this will solve. And okay, now compile. Function max operation should have a prototype.
Sir, small.
Yes, super. You followed. Okay, compile. Declaration syntax error. Why? Because what I said, function should be outside the main. You have put it inside the main.
Okay.
The main is not closing, right? The main
Yes,
should
sir.
close after the return zero.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you close that brace, give
Still on
enter
that.
and
Enter is not coming, sir. So
enter. Give enter.
it's invalid. If I change it, the full word is changing, sir.
Have you saved this file? Go to file and save it. No, file save.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, save.
No, it's not coming.
You close and reopen.
No, sir.
Enter is not working.
No, it's not moving them.
Can you go after semicolon and give a brace? Type the brace there itself.
It's coming like this.
Strange.
Yes,
There
sir.
is some okay, got it. No compile. Case statement missing colon. After case, you should have a colon.
Okay.
Now after case, no. After the word case, you have the insert key typed in your keyboard. If the insert is there, you will get a box.
Okay.
The same way case, yes. You should type colon. You have given semicolon.
Oh, okay. Right.
The same way case, yes. Okay. Now expression syntax.
Okay. And main function I've given B, sir, but A. So
No. That is not an issue.
oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. You were right only. After the A only, you should give that colon. I'm very sorry.
oh,
After that case line only. After that, yeah. And no. After that,
uh,
yes. Okay. Unreachable code. You hit enter. Which line?
this one.
Case is small. You see the color, right?
Yes, sir.
The white colors are the reserved keywords of
Okay.
C++. If you see green, that those are all variables. Red are static values. Okay, compound statement missing. What is that? Enter. Do you have a function end tag flower bracket? Is it closing?
Okay. That's right.
Yes. This is for switch. Switch is opening a flower brace, correct?
Yes, sir.
This flower brace is for switch. And you have a function opening another flower bracket. Statement missing flower bracket. So you add one more for the function. Okay, compile. No, only warnings. We'll see what warning is. Compile, enter. Result is assigned undefined symbol main. Yeah, there is one issue. You have given int and main continuously.
Okay.
The color will change if you see there. Okay, and compile. A is addition. Okay. Now it said like some result is not used.
Zero is coming.
Are you returning the result? In from the function, are you returning?
No, sir.
Okay. Only when you return back, you will be able to get it there.
Sir, I should return before switch cases or after switch cases, sir?
After switch, before leaving the function, before the last line of the function, you have to return.
Yeah. Main function itself, I didn't do it.
Main, you have got it, right? You have got it and you are printing it. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Super. Now
Yes,
we'll
sir.
do one small change to the function
Okay.
to this program. Now it will always do addition only, correct?
Yes, sir.
If I want to do subtraction in the code, you have to change and you have to
Change
edit
it.
it. Instead of that, let us get that from the user itself.
Okay.
You get the two numbers from the input and assign to two float variable.
Yes, sir.
Before that, how will we get a input number? Enter for number one and
Okay.
assign it to a number one float variable. Enter number two and assign it to a float variable. After CLR SCR, you do that.
Number one, sir.
Yes. No, no. You write in the syntax how you learned yesterday. I want to capture two input. Enter number one.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, and store it in a variable. Read the number and store in a variable. How will you read it? Okay, see, in very good. To store, you need to declare a variable, correct? You don't have a variable now.
Yes, sir.
So declare two variables. One for the first number.
That should int or float, sir.
Depends on if you want decimal, have it as float. You are using float only everywhere, right? Your battery is running slow.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Float. Yes, sir.
Yes. If you are having two variable as float, you don't need to give float to float. Just give float a comma b.
Okay.
If both the variables are of same type, you can save some space. Just a comma b. That is the first number. Now second number. Okay. Now you collect one in the A. We are sending A, right? A
Yes,
for
sir.
addition.
Yes, sir.
That also you get it from the user. You tell you collect that variable as a char instead of float.
Yes.
You, yeah, you ask the user to enter A, S, D or M.
I didn't get it, sir.
How will no? Now we have got two variables.
Yes, sir.
That is for the two numbers.
Yes, sir.
This character A for addition, B for
Yes, sir.
S for subtraction, M multiplication, D for division.
Yes, sir.
This also, let's get it from the user itself. Let's ask him to type an character. No, no, not here. You go to that line before line, the previous line, and you tell to the user that for addition, press A. No, no, out, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you give in CO will be shown. So you give, this is a description. For addition, press A. For subtraction, B. No, yes. Division D, M, multiplication. Addition, type capital A. You, A, okay. Subtraction, yes. This text is however you want because it is for the user to understand. That's all.
Okay.
Addition, A. Subtraction,
Yes.
yes. Capital S. Then multiplication. So however you want, you do.
Correct, sir.
Yes. Now, as soon as the user sees this text, he will type in A, S, M, or D. You have to
Yes, sir.
collect that and store in a variable. So to read, we use cin, and we need a variable to store. Declare a variable.
So then I should include another
Variable. Yeah,
variable.
declare a variable. After float, put a semicolon and end that because float is over. Now this variable is a character, correct? A, B, C, D. So char and
Correct, sir.
action. Let's give it as action. What action they want to do. Meaningful name. Okay, semicolon. Every line should end with a semicolon.
Okay.
Otherwise, no problem. During compilation, it will tell semicolon missing. So whatever character they are keying in, you will assign it to this variable.
Okay.
Now, when you call the function, pass these variables, whatever user has entered. Remove the hard-coded value. Currently, we have hard-coded as 2.3, 3.4.
Yes, sir.
Instead of that, you pass whatever user has entered. What is the first number user has entered? Where it
Enter
will be?
one. Yes, sir.
No, A, correct. So pass A as the first value. What is the second number user has entered? Where it will be?
B, sir.
B. What is the action? Where we have stored
Action.
action?
Sir, should I CAD action or simply
No, no,
action?
no. Char is just for declaration.
Okay.
Here you have given only A, right? You have not given float A,
Okay.
correct? Only when you declare a function, there only you have to give the type. So here just the values. This is called passing by value. These are all will come in theory.
Okay.
Okay, now run it. Now the program will be dynamic. You need not,
Yes.
yeah, no, no problem. We'll solve it. See what's error. Declaration syntax error. Which line? Enter. Semicolon missing. Previous line. If there is something error in this line, you see the last of the previous line.
Yes, sir.
Super. Now run it. So now it depends on you. Whatever number you give, and you tell what to do. No, caps A.
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Super. You try all four. Again run it.
For 6 cases, I think.
Oh, okay, okay. Multiplication and division you have to do.
Yes.
Are you getting the concepts now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Understanding?
Yes, I got it.
Super.
Okay, then,
Case outside of switch. Okay, because switch is closed.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Switch should be closed only after all the cases. No, no, that is wrong. Return should be before the function. Switch should be after all the cases.
Sir, hello, hello, sir. Sir, hello,
Break should be after the break.
sir. I think yes. Hello, sir.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I got it.
Yeah, so try out this program today.
Okay, sir.
Questions you can ask me tomorrow. Okay.
Hello, sir.
There is a mic problem. You can try out this, and tomorrow we'll discuss if you have any questions.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
sir. Okay, thank you, sir.